What's happening, y'all? So I'm just leaving the live eviction night party, the live eviction night watch party. It was pretty fun. I mean, it's different because we were in that same venue before, and that venue is actually, they usually book that entire venue. So the entire venue is usually Big Brother fans. But for this one, they booked that upstairs rooftop, which I think I got to show you a little bit of it. YouTube is haters, so for whatever reason, um, my video that I posted of me walking over here, it didn't post, and it just didn't post. This is not the first time that's happened, but I did get like a little video upstairs. I have no idea what y'all heard because I had to just yell for me to be able to say things that they were able to hear and etc. because it was so loud in there. I, my voice is sore from just yelling so much. But anyways, there was less people in there. There was less Big Brother cast in there than what there usually is. But it was a pop-up party, so I get it. The people who I did see over there, Tucker. I saw Tucker. I saw Matt from this season. This season's Matt. Yeah, we live in, but I'm leaving. Actually, Chocolate is doing this live because I saw your comment about doing a live and recapping. That's kind of, let's see, Tucker, Matt, of course, Azza. And then it got almost at the end, and I was like, wow, Hannah's actually probably not gonna make it this time around. Hannah popped up at the end. Hannah, I so appreciate Hannah always, and Hannah was just like, I got your emails. She said, I'm sorry that it couldn't work out this time around for the interview, but she said that she has just been extremely busy. She said that like that's the thing that I appreciate about her is like she told me, but she remembered some of them just like I'm not they asked her Matt, Hannah, Kenny. What is this guy's name? I think his name is Andy from Big Brother. Whatever the name of the guys that finished third place on Big Brother 13. And I want to say that was it. Like 5 of them. 2, 4, 5. They were all nice. Tucker was like a superstar. Because when he walked in, the whole room was just gravitating towards wherever he was going. Like Tucker and Matt actually. Matt was actually quite popular, and I'm not trying to like give tea or anything like that, but I'll just say that I don't know if he's waiting for MJ. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Yeah, what's up, Lisa, Chocolate, Ma, Tasha, and me too about her being, well, I don't know. I get, my favorite cookout member was Xavier. Like if I'm just speaking from a standpoint of who I liked the most when the show was on, but she's by far my favorite after the show, for sure. Who is not seeing what for Tucker? I don't know what you're saying. Tucker and Matt got like a million free shots apiece. There was people that were shooting their shot real hard at Matt. I mean Tucker too, but Tucker was less receptive to that. So I gotta say, I gotta admit if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I said that when he comes back out to New York City, he's gonna be doing his thing. I mean, I don't know what he's doing, but I do know that he was doing less than what I thought he was doing. What I thought he would be doing. Based on young Cedric wasn't there, but Tucker, so I guess it was his birthday. Tucker called him on video call, and the whole room sang happy birthday to him. He called him on video. Kenny also called his kids who know Tucker. I guess they've interacted before. And also, Tucker and Matt are like cool outside the house. Oh, we're back here at this ping pong thing. This is the ping pong thing. For those who were on here earlier, wait, you can't even see that. Hold on. You got the ping pong table. Oh. Anyways, those guys both suck, so that's why I'm not interested to stop. But yeah, Matt is staying. Matt said that he's staying with Tucker while he's visiting. So not only are they cool, but Matt is staying in Tucker's place for the week. So yeah. No, that's not Times Square. Times Square. This is 33rd Street. Times Square is on 42nd Street. So walking wise is probably, oh yeah, Izzy came at the end too. Izzy and her fiance, I think. I don't think they're married. I think they're just engaged right now. But Izzy and her fiance, Paige, were there. And I was talking to them at the end. And I don't want to say, I just don't want to say everything that Izzy said about the game. Just because I feel like she wants another chance on the show, or like another chance at some show. So she always talks when this camera is off. I had my camera on, wasn't saying too much. I turned my camera off, same thing that happened last time. She gave all her different takes on the game. Oh, actually, I'm Madison Square Garden. Hold on. Hey. Oh, you probably can't see the sign from where I'm standing, but I'm at Madison Square Garden. But Madison Square Garden is actually where I enter the train to get home. So I do chocolate. And if y'all have been following, I initially said, no, I don't think so. But watching his interviews after the show and just kind of like seeing him. Now, do I think that they're going to be a long-term thing? I don't know. I can't say that. But do I think that he's at the very least waiting to give it a chance? Yes, I do think that. Absolutely. No, I take the train. I don't take the subway. I take the railroad, which is our above ground train that gets there way faster, and it's a lot cleaner. I was just talking about this in my earlier live that nobody saw, or that people saw but it didn't save for some reason. It really got me upset. When Quinn went home, when they announced Quinn was the one that was evicted, everybody in that room cheered unanimously. Like the whole room was screaming in excitement when Quinn got evicted, and then they were like, na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. I have it all on video. I have all of that on video. So I turned to Azza because Azza was next to me for the majority of the episode, and I was like, wow, this crowd is not Quinn fans at all. I was trying to show. This is the front of there it goes, Madison Square Garden. These are all the yellow taxis that cost $1 million. I liked Quinn. That's the funny thing. I didn't think his gameplay was good, and I thought that he was quite on the performative side of things, as I think Angela is. For those of y'all who are like old school super fans or whatever of Big Brother, I think his name is Andy. He said he finished third on Big Brother season 13. And he said that for sure he thinks Angela is a sure bet to win. He thinks that she's going to get dragged all the way to the end. Oh, here we go again with this. Oh, okay. Never mind. False alarm. And yeah, that's him. The funny thing is, I was standing next to him for a good chunk of the night, and then I was talking about how it must be hard to come out of the show, and then you're suddenly this star kind of people won't leave you alone, and everyone wants to get pictures and stuff, and they crowd around you, whatever. And he was like, yeah, that's why it's good to be someone like me who was old and out of the spotlight for so long that people don't even know you were on the show. And I was like, wait, you were on the show? He thought that was funny. What time are we? Oh, I might be able to catch my train in like 20 minutes. He wasn't bad. Yeah, I agree, Lewis. That's what he was saying. He said he thinks they're going to save her to the end. Gee.
I'll call you back in a minute. I'm in the elevator. Ah, excuse me.
It separates.
A lot of the fans were apparently calling for Taylor. They wanted Taylor to be the replacement. They were hoping that Taylor was going to be the replacement for Julie. But I did think that he did a better, like when they said that Jerry was going to be the replacement, I was like, Jerry? But he did a better job than I thought, actually. Babylon. Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, yeah. No, not that Andy. Actually, I didn't know his last name. I don't know that Andy's last name. I need a host with personality. 1 second, y'all. Hold on, 1 second. Sorry about that. 12:35. This is how I determine how I get home and when. And today, I just happened to. The timing is right because I'm only gonna have to wait about 20 minutes for my train. There's times that I have to wait hours. He's not gonna win America's favorite house. Like I mean, maybe because Tucker's from New York and because he was there, maybe that contributed to everybody like booing, booing the guy, but booing Quinn. I mean, but yeah, Quinn. Nobody was sad about Quinn going home in that building at all. You know what? We got 36 people. Why do I have so many people today? Well, shout out to y'all. I have 36 people and 7 likes. So something is not adding up here. Please hit that like button and make the likes match because the math ain't mathing. You know what? People told me that Mimi was going to be there. Thank you for those 3 likes that people threw in there. Andy Heron won his season. There's no way Quinn is. He's definitely not winning America's favorite house guest. There's no way. The audience didn't even clap it. And he was trying to be funny. Like, he was trying to be funny and it just wasn't. It just, like, it was just too. It just sounded too rehearsed to be funny to me. Yes, please hit the like button and subscribe. Please hit the like button and subscribe. And subscribe to Tasha's Talks and subscribe to Mawcast. You got the wrench now, kid. Young Cedric for AFP. I would vote for him. I don't usually vote for those things for whatever reason, but I would vote for him. Oh yeah, so I haven't even spoken about my interactions. So I have learned I'm not like your average fan when you come to these things. And what I mean by that is that when I just started coming, I would just walk in there and just wait and see what happens. Now, I get in there and I scope out the area and I'm like, where's the VIP section? I never pay the extra money to go to the VIP section. So what I do is I find out where it is. And when I get there and before the house guests or whatever, before they get there, I go and I stand next to the VIP section because they are going to end up there. But before they go behind the, I don't know what you call those things, those barrier things that they put up, they're going to be interacting a little bit before they go. So that's where I stood. So the first person that I saw, so I was near that VIP section. There was a large cheer. Everybody was screaming and I didn't know who came in there. And it was Tucker. So Tucker, he made his way from where he was through this sea of people that were crowding him, and then he got over near the VIP section, and then I spoke to him, and I was like, "Yo, Tucker," I was asking him a couple of questions about the reckless way that he played the game, and I was like, "Do you have any regrets in playing a game that was so kind of void of strategy in a way, and just being somebody who was doing things that were just erratic?" And he said, "That's the only way I know how to be." He was just like, "I'm a wild guy." And he said, "This is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and everybody in there was just playing scared." And he was like, "Imagine there's so many people who apply for this show every year, and you get on the show and you're scared to make moves." Now, I could actually see where he's coming from, like, in a sense. Because I'm not going to say I 100% agree with what he's saying. Because I feel like if he had been 10% more conservative, he'd probably have made at least jury and had a good chance at winning. Because I think that he would have actually influenced people to take out a Chelsea, to take out a T-Core, take out those people that he was identifying as the ones who are leaders and leading the pack. He said he wouldn't change the way that he played the game. But I have to say, I'm always honest and about when I meet them, and he was way nicer than I thought he was going to be. He was extremely nice. I'm going to post up his shout out that he did to Cassandra. I barely even had to ask. I just walked up to him. I was just like, "Oh, I have a friend named Cassandra." He was like, "Done." And then I just turned on the video. Actually, he turned on the video. He pressed the record button on my camera and started speaking. And then he just made this video. And yeah, I did ask him about an interview. For those of y'all who told me to ask him for an interview, I did ask him. But he gave me the no, because I'll tell you why I say that. When somebody says, "Reach out to my manager, reach out to CBS, give me a DM," that means no. So I don't think I'm going to get it. Like, I wish that I had focused more on getting him to talk to me on camera, but it was just more of a low-key night, which is why I didn't even end up doing a live outside like I usually do, because it was such a low-key night. It was like an event with 100 people compared to the typical events that I've been going to with them that have 500 people or more. So, and then also I will say, like, with these guys, particularly him and Matt, they were surrounded, not just by the women, by the men too, for real. Cedric is the sweetest. Matt, I gotta commend Matt. I don't feel like Matt is fake nice. I think Matt is so nice. Because when I spoke to Matt, I asked him about, the Angela stuff and her calling him crazy eyes, and then her saying the part that I really didn't like about he was aggressively threatening her and all of that. He said to me, he was like, "I care so much about my character as a man." And he said, at that point in time when she was saying those things, I didn't feel like that was game. And I was like, "You're better than me for kind of taking the high road and not giving her a similar retort." And he was like, he said, "There's men in my life who would want to beat the blank out of me if I was actually threatening a woman, like in a sense of threatening her to intimidate her." So he was like, I was really offended and upset by her doing that. So another fan was listening to my conversation, and they asked Matt, they were like, would you speak to her outside of the house, given all that she said to you and the way she was trying to assassinate your character? And he was like, I'm willing to speak to anybody. Now, he said, I'm not going to say I know how that conversation would go. I don't know if she would be apologetic. It would probably depend on that, whether we have a continued relationship. Now, I'll tell you, Kenny is not an Angela fan. And I say that with peace and love from speaking to him. He is not an Angela fan. He is not a fan of Angela. But Matt said that he was willing to talk to her. You still gotta play smart. That was nice for the shout out. You told who? I never said Matt wasn't a good guy. I don't know who you're talking about. Unless I missed something in the comments. I always like Matt. I'm with Kenny. Yeah, he does not. He does not like Angela. The reason I'm not elaborating is because now that I come to these things, even though I haven't really been getting interviews like that anymore, I just like realize how seriously these guys take their image, and they don't want to say anything that's gonna. Well, I don't know. I think that Kenny's a little different. I don't think that Kenny would care if I mentioned what he was saying about her, but still, the most I'm gonna say is that he clearly made it clear that he doesn't like Angela. Yeah, I agree that you forgive sometimes but not forget. I agree. I don't know if this is going to turn off when I go downstairs. But and a few people said they recognized me. That was kind of. They were like, "Do you have a YouTube page? I think I recognize you." And I was like, "As a matter of fact, I do." So, nah, New York never sleeps. This is like 9 o'clock in the morning, New York time. So now, what are we? We're down to the final 8. Have they started the HOH tournament yet? Are the feeds up? Hold on. See if I can show you guys. I mean, there was only so few of them there. I think I already showed my pictures. Yeah, this is at the end. I got a picture with Izzy. This is like there's Max, there's Izzy, Hannah, Aza, Hannah, looking elegant. Oh, this is funny. This lady here, when I told my story about Indy, and how I spoke to Indy for like 2 minutes and she walked away from the bar, and then I was paying my tab and the bartender said, "Oh, she said that you were going to pay the tab." This was the bartender. So the reason I took that picture with her was because I walked up to her. I was like, "I met you last year at the last Big Brother premiere part at the Big Brother premiere party for season. Was she season 24? Yeah, Indy was season 24. Yeah, so I told her that I met her at the season 24 party, and I told her about that Indy situation, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I remember that." So we had a laugh about it, but she didn't make me pay for whatever Indy got. She was like, "It's okay, I'll eat that." Alright, you're out of here. If you need to go once you catch your ride, what does that mean? Hannah looks gorgeous, for sure. Indy from season 24 said that. And I happened to just run into that same bartender who was there serving the drinks at that time. And she was just like, some people just feel like they're stars and they're just entitled to those things. And Kenny was not really, he was nice, but he didn't look as into it as the others were. But also, he wasn't as popular as the others either. But they said that a lot of a couple of people that I know from coming to these events were telling me this big list of people that were going to come, and there wasn't many. I'm going to hop off here soon because when the train comes, the train goes underground. So maybe when I get home, turn this back on. Because maybe we'll know who the HOH is and the feeds will be on.
Attention, Jamaica, brand customers. This is a charge age. Train to Jamaica, we're trying opportunity to Mount Rock. 717. This is a charge age. Please use all elevators and escalators.
Serve me well. Okay, this train is probably going to leave in the next. It's going to leave shortly, so I'm jumping off. I might jump back on later. Thanks for joining me. Please make sure like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
Good morning, this is 12:35. Express train